global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. For over 24 hours, there has been drama in and out in Anambra State in southeastern region. It looks like the drama is not totally off yet, as the Igbo group have decided to call out the parties involved. Of course, the police has also spoken concerning who they would arrest in the whole process. In a moment, you're going to find out what it is. But before we go to the newspaper, I'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's hit the ground running. Well, the police, when contacted after the whole saga, said there might not be any arrest since the security agencies in that situation brought everything down. So they are keeping everything on low key. There will not be any arrest except something triggers. Other than that, everything has been resolved. But the Apex Igbo Social-Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo Youth Council Worldwide, OYC, has reacted angrily to the fracas involving Ambassador Bianca Ojukwu, widow of the late Igbo leader Dim Ojukwu, and the wife of former Anambra Governor Ebele Obiano. The report has it that Mrs. Obiano had confronted Ojukwu's wife at the inauguration of Professor Soludo as Anambra Governor, leading to a physical combat. Reacting to the incident, Ohaneze Youth, in a statement by its President General Mazu Oku Nabuike, warned the Obiano family to apologize to the entire Igbo without delay. While describing Mrs. Obiano's action as a big insult on the entire Igbo race, the OYC said it would not sit and watch anyone denigrate Ojukwu's family. Wow. He said, let me quote him, We were stricken to watch the trending videos of an unprovoked attack on the wife of Igbo leader Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu by Mrs. Ebele Obiano. To say the least, this is the height of insult and embarrassment on the entire Igbo race, bearing in mind what the Ojukwu family represents for the entire Igbo land. Consequently, we are charging the Obiano family to immediately offer an unreserved apology to the Igbo race over or face dire consequences. They have an ultimatum to apologize for that barbaric action or have the entire Igbo youth to contend with. Having said this, I appeal to the Igbo youth of Igbo, that's Igbo youth, including Biafra agitators who are so provoked by Mrs. Obiano's action, to calm down while we wait for the family to do the needful. Oku, however, hailed Mrs. Ojukwu for disciplining Obiano's wife, stressing that we are happy that Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu was able to install discipline on Mrs. Obiano since she did not get common training from her parents and the husband. As the wife of a warlord, Mrs. Ojukwu couldn't have done anything less. We are so proud of her, and we know that the training she gave to Mrs. Obiano will linger in her memory for several years, Oku further stated. You also used the opportunity to congratulate Professor Soludo on his swearing in, urging him to set the ball rolling and restore the pride of Anambra State. We are so confident that a new Anambra beckons. We are optimistic that the glory days of Anambra State are back, the youth leader said. I don't know if this thing that Oku is asking for, that the OYC national leader is asking for unreserved apology from the former first family of Anambra State, that's Mrs. Obiano, that's Ebele Obiano. The way I saw that reaction in those videos, I don't see that woman apologizing, except this ultimatum will go viral. Except they take this ultimatum for personal. To start with, the husband is still, EFCC swap on him some hours ago while he on his way to travel out of the country to United States, Houston in particular. They've already told immigrations even 4 months before he left, 4 months before he's handing over to Soludo, that he was actually on watch list over so many things. All right, the EFCC will probably give full details on that in a moment, but then he's still battling with the issue of EFCC, and now there's an ultimatum for him and his wife to apologize. With the way the first Mrs. Obiano took time and called Bianca, Ambassador Bianca Ashawo, and the way they gave her a factory setting slap, she may not be in a hurry to apologize. Though. Honestly, she may not be in a hurry to apologize. I don't know how this will play out, but a lot of politicians has also started calling out, like the likes of Stella Odua was so very vexed. A whole lot of them were very angry over her. This will take one or two comments on what some of these politicians said. Like in Enugu, the coalition of Southeast youth leaders, COSEL, have called for the immediate arrest and prosecution of Ebele Obiano, wife of the immediate past governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano. COSEL, in a press statement jointly signed by its national president, Goodluck Ibem, and publicity secretary, Comrade Oke Nwaoru, strongly condemned the action of Mrs. Obiano. And the statement seen by us is that all standards or standing, Mrs. Obiano is unqualified and too low to stand before Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu. This one here in another statement too by also a prominent Igbo politician, Stella Odua, slams Obiano's wife for confronting Bianca Ojukwu at Soludo's inauguration. Recall that Senator Stella Odua chided Mrs. Obiano for confronting Ambassador Ojukwu at the inauguration ceremony. Odua, who represents Anambra North Central Senatorial District in the National Assembly, berated Mrs. Obiano for her conduct. Senator Odua described Mrs. Obiano's conduct as utterly disgraceful and unfortunate, adding her use of foul language on a former diplomat was unacceptable. How Mrs. Obiano confronted Ambassador Ojukwu at Soludo's inauguration ceremony was also a disgrace. The video surfaced, and a whole lot of people are calling out Mrs. Obiano, saying that she had desecrated the temple and the honor of entire Igbo nation, and she has to be disciplined in accordance with the offense she has committed. Even some of the Igbo group has actually asked that they demand the immediate arrest and prosecution of Mrs. Obiano by security agencies. He said, as youth leaders of the entire Igbo nation, we cannot and will not accept or play down on such a great insult on the wife of our great leader, Ojukwu. Mrs. Obiano has purchased some goods, and those goods she bought have to be supplied to her in full without removing any item from the goods she bought, meaning you don't buy a market. She don't buy market. Oh, like my brothers will say no matter. You don't buy market. Oh, just a little bit of decorum would have avoided all this market that she has bought. It's okay because they have already told her that these goods that she has bought, they won't remove one goods. They will supply to her in full. But honestly, for safety reasons, I would just say she just apologized. Like the statement here reads, it said, we therefore declare Mrs. Obiano, the wife of former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Willie Obiano, persona non grata in Igbo land for desecrating Ali Igbo. The order has been given and it must be strictly adhered to.